Hello. Thank you so much for coming right here, right? My name is Dupe Akinsiun, and I'm so happy that you decided to come over, to my YouTube channel, right? Now, caution, this is my first time of shooting a YouTube video, so please take it easy on me, okay? Please just come in for the fun, for the learning, and let's just have a good time together, okay? I'm so excited that I'm able to do this. I have a passion for helping people get ahead in the workplace. Seriously, that is what I live for. And so I welcome you to Career Conversations, where we're going to be discussing everything career, on a weekly basis. I'm trusting that, you have questions that you have that I am prepared and equipped to answer. So sit tight. This flight is about to take off. Okay. So welcome again. I'm just an interesting fellow, right? So I'm going to share with you a little bit about my background and why this is so important to me and why it should be important to you as well. Okay. So I studied chemical engineering, but before then, I'd always thought I was going to be, the world's, or should I say, the first female gas engineer in sub-Saharan Africa. That was the dream I had as a young child. And that was what I had, and that influenced my course of study in uni. So I went in to study chemical engineering at Obafemi Awolowo University. Great Ife! If you're watching this and you finished from OAU, Nigeria, just do like this, okay? I'm feeling you. All right, so I studied chemical engineering, but at some point in my final year, I realized that something was lacking, in what I was taught in school. Now, trust me, I'd never been to a uni before then, but I just knew something was missing. How did I know that? We took a course in environmental engineering, and I remember, shout out to my Prof Credol, I remember he taught us something about environmental hazards, environmental pollutions, and there were some specific case studies he used that really stuck with me as a person. And that, kind of influenced some reflection I had at the time, throughout my years as an undergrad, we never really studied man. We never studied people in engineering. And that kind of, I was concerned because I realized that behind every hazard, or every process even, is an individual, is a person. And so I remember reaching out to my lecturer then to ask, how come you never taught us about people, right? Now, in the world of engineering, chemical engineering is also known as process engineering. So when I reached out to him and asked him about, process, you've taught us about process, but you never taught us about people. People design processes, deliver products, all right, to the end users. So his response to me at the time was, if you think there is a problem, why don't you fix it? Now, whether he was being sarcastic or he meant it, I took it as a challenge because I just felt there was something I could do about it. And so that informed my decision to begin to look for opportunities in within human space. I mean, I didn't even know what it was at the time. I remember when I was talking to him, I was asking, like, is there something like human engineering, because that was all I could think about. Well, I spoke to people and did a bit of research and realized there was something called human resources. So I made a transition from engineering into HR, and it's been a world of difference. And over the years, I didn't. I won't tell you that I finished with a first class. No, I didn't. Neither did I finish with a 2-1. Okay, I finished with a 2-2. In fact, my 2-2 was so low they had to, I mean, it was low. It was too low, and the reason why I say this is because I remember when I was just about to finish from school, right? And how companies will come to hire graduating students and what have you. And I remember going for one or two, interviews or conversations with recruiters. The first one was an outright no, like you don't even stand a chance. And then there was this other company, that said, you know what, if you're a woman and you finished with a second class, you stand a chance. And I was so excited, like, you know what, somebody was going to give me an opportunity to prove myself, because I felt, yes, I could have finished with a better degree, but I didn't because of life happens. Life happens. So I didn't finish the little one, but I just rushed to this particular, yes, it was a multinational. And so I went to the stand, and on getting there, they said, did you finish with a tutor? And I said, yes. And you could almost see the hope I had that somebody was going to give me a chance. And then they said, can you please specify your CGPA? And then I said, yeah, 2.7. And then they said, oh, we only consider people with 3.0 upwards. And I felt bad. I felt really bad. I felt bad because it almost felt as if it was a sentence, it felt like a sentence, like someone telling me I didn't have a chance, you thought you had a chance, but now, sorry, you don't. And that really got to me, but being my positive self, I decided to bounce back up. So what's the next thing? Now, remember the lecturer I mentioned earlier? I remember he was going to be the one to sign our exit form from the department. And so he gave us a task, and he said, for me to sign you out of this faculty or this department, you're going to have to give me your 5-year plan. Said, I want you to give me your goals for the next 5 years. I can't remember if he set a limit to it, but it was as if somebody was asking me to take a blank canvas and design the future I wanted for myself. And that moment in time was where everything changed, because I connected with myself. And I started to ask myself some real questions. What do you want? What do you want? And I remember writing down in that place, I wrote down my goals. Number one, I said I wanted to work with a multinational organization. I said I was going to have global certifications in the space of HR. And then I said I was going to work as an HR consultant in the multinational organization I joined. There were 2 other goals, personal goals I added, of course. I said I was going to get married and then maybe have at least 1 child in 5 years. I wasn't sure if it was doable. I didn't even ask if it was possible. All I knew was I was asked to write what I wanted. The question is, what do you want? And so these conversations we're going to be having about our careers, I'm going to be sharing with you practical tips that can help you come from zero to become a hero in your career. This is the channel you want to subscribe to. And I welcome you to like it, to share it, tell your friends about it, and let's have a good time together. I'll be here waiting for you every week. You will see me here. Until next week, it's goodbye. Thank you. I'm just going to, of course, you're going to cut this part out. Wow. I'm so excited, to have you. No. You're going to cut that part out. Okay. Welcome, everybody. My name is Dupe Akinsiun, and I want to say a big thank you for joining me on Career Conversations. So this is my first time, so I feel so nervous, really, really nervous, right, that I'm doing this. As bold as I come across to some people, trust me, I can be that shy person. So right now I'm feeling all my shyness screaming out at me right now. But you know what? I just love to help people get ahead in their careers, and that's why, irrespective of how I feel, I just want to do this. So I hope you enjoy this channel as much as I enjoyed putting it together for you. So thank you again for joining. So Career Conversations came about, came out. You can edit that, right? I should just continue.
You should just continue. Okay, let's start again.
Which one?
So 5. Well, we could have cut that out. 5, 4.
From the beginning, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So